has a very important announcement for 2018. Natalie, go ahead.
Yeah, we got a really exciting announcement. We'll be racing the full season in 2018 with Venturi Motorsports in the 25 and 29 Capital Partners Toyota Camry.
Natalie, you're really looking forward to the 2018 season. You had your best finish of the year at Road America up in your home state of Wisconsin. You're from Eagle River, Wisconsin. The 7th place finish was also the best finish for a female ever in the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards. Tell us about that run.
Yeah, that was really cool. We've had a goal every time going to the racetrack, and that was a top 10. So to finish 7th at a road course for my first time being there was great. And I'm just here this year right now to learn, and hopefully then next year to do more than just learn.
Billy, you followed Natalie for quite some time, and you made the decision to put her in your race car and give her a shot. Tell us about that process, how you got to this point.
Well, Natalie, she's really been maturing since we've been working with her. But even before that, just saw that she seemed to really have the desire to want to drive a race car, and it seemed to be very intense in every way she went about it. And I thought she possessed the same tools of a bunch of the successful race car drivers I've been fortunate enough to help move along to the NASCAR ranks. So it's a project we're very excited about.
Carl Leiner, your crew chief, Dave Leiner, your crew chief. He's worked with a lot of young drivers for you probably over the last 10 or 15 years. Describe a little bit of that chemistry. Why do you pick Dave to work with Natalie?
Dave works very well. Dave's a very engineer-minded individual and very just methodical in everything he does. And it seemed to really bring out the best in Natalie. It just seems like it's been great chemistry from the very get-go. And we're excited about them two working together. I think it's going to be a very good marriage between them that just seems to will get us the best results we can hope for sure.
Mr. Rohrbusch, you followed Natalie through her career early and to this point. Where did you come upon the decision to go ahead and come on board with Venturi Motorsports and work with the team and the driver for 2018 to back them?
Well, it started early last year when we had the opportunity to work with Venturi. It was a process that took me a little while to understand, but once we did some interviews and learned how Venturi operated and the kind of the family atmosphere, you'll learn more about the Deckers. It's a family atmosphere. We like that. We like the ability for Natalie not only to advance in her motorsport career, but the training and that's the light that both crew chief Dave and Billy offered her, and that made that decision quite easy. This year, as we went through the season, watched Natalie progress steadily up until, and hopefully we'll continue to have a good finish tonight. We made the decision here not too long ago to enter into the 18 season to commit to that.
And this is just the start of some partnerships you're bringing on board for the team and for Natalie for 2018. You're also talking to some other potential partners and looking for some other potential partners to put together for this relationship with the 20 Race Cup.
That's correct. We continue to look to additional partners into the 18 season that will both benefit Natalie and 29 and the Venturi Motorsports. We look at this as a team that we're all involved in and welcome additional partners that may want to have an interest in Natalie Decker Inc. and the future here.
We just finished with our 2 Scott Rookie Challenge contenders for tonight's race. And Natalie, we talked about this. You'll be eligible for the Scott Rookie Challenge for 2018. What are some of the other goals you have that you want to achieve in 2018 with Venturi Motorsports?
The rookie thing would be pretty awesome. We've been talking about that all year. We're like, we can't run too many races because we want to be eligible for that. So that'd be really cool. And then also just to be really consistent and bring the car home in one piece every day. So really our first goal this year was top 10s. So next year, top 5s then every weekend.
So far this season, in 7 starts, what's your favorite track so far? Which one?
My favorite track, even though it was the first one, Toledo, and I recently went back in it in a super late model because I loved it so much. So I love Toledo. The mile and a halfs are really hard for me, and that's where I need to learn, and I'm glad I'm here today for that.
Okay, questions from the meeting?
Just, can you, Natalie, can you sort of explain how these seven starts helped your development, and what do you hope to gain, where do you hope to be the full season of your next year?
So I came in this season running only in 3 races, and I was so happy and like ecstatic about that. And I really just came in with no experience in this kind of car and the pit stops and how they do their restarts. So my goal is to learn all of that. So then if I had the opportunity, and now I do, to run the full season next year, then I'm right there with everyone else to be competitive and running in the top 10 and top 5.
Claire?
Claire Lane, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Congratulations, by the way. When you have the race tonight and you're talking about this racetrack, what are the biggest challenges? What have you learned through practice? And what are you thinking?
So if I can go out there and, like I said, finish top 10 and stay out of trouble and everything, I'm going to be really happy. I learned a lot in practice, and I'm going to use it and go out there and do the best I can in the race.
Okay, additional questions? Don?
Have you ever raced on the dirt?
No, I have not raced on dirt.
How do you get ready for that?
iRacing? Simulator? I don't know.
It snows a lot in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it snows a lot.
Chuck, do you still have access to that old Viper? Because we could probably use that there. It's some icy nights.
And can you talk a little bit about the Decker family, too? He had mentioned it, Carl did. And a lot of people here might not know about your family, the support they give you, where you came from, so people get to know your story.
Yeah, I come from a snowmobile background. My dad owns the World Championship Snowmobile Derby, and that's on the hood of my car tonight. And so I grew up around that, and I watched him race sleds since probably a couple years ago until he couldn't win anymore. But I love you, Dad. So yeah, and that's where we come from. And I live in Eagle River, Wisconsin, and half the year there it's snow. So I grew up around racing, but a different kind of racing, and I'm the one who brought my whole family into the car racing, and I'm glad I did, because we have a great time doing it.
And racing's a little bit of the connecting the dots. Your family has a tie with one of the drivers over the Cup side.
Yes, Danica and her family, an amazing story. My aunt set Danica Patrick's parents up on a blind date, and they fell in love and had Danica and Danica's sister. So it's great, yeah. I love them, and they do so much for our family.
Good story. Any additional questions? Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of conversation lately about women, needing women in the sport, and we don't know if Danica will be here. We hope that she will be. I know it's a long ways from ARCA and, learning like you're learning now and there. How far do you think we are, a lot of young women getting into the sport, before we see women who are talented enough to be in the upper echelon? And Billy, you can answer that too as well.
Yeah, Danica definitely paved the way for girls, and I don't think it's going to be long until there's more than one female racing in the top 3 series of NASCAR.
Yeah, I think that's why we're seeing the rush right now among the female drivers. I think the sport needs it, obviously. And that's why the ARCA Series is going to see, I believe, an uptick in women drivers, is because we're a feeder series, and we're the ones. This is the place they get that experience, and probably the ARCA level is going to be a great measuring tool to see which females are going to be ready to move to the next level. I mean, that's really what ARCA's been for the last 10, 15 years. It's been just so we can decide who's getting that shot on Saturday and then eventually on Sunday.
Don Ridgewell?
Yeah, I know they play hockey in Wisconsin. Did you play hockey for your high school team?
Yes, I played hockey as a left wing all through high school on varsity.